So, good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to our second session, which focuses on how RI witness can support the efficiency of the IVF lab. And we invite our first speaker, Mr. Kαλλέας Dimitrios. You can proceed. The floor is yours.
Can everyone hear me? Yeah, great. I can hear myself. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone had enough cake and coffee to carry on with this amazing session that's coming your way. My name is Dimitris. I am a researcher and clinical embryologist for the last 16 years, and I've been given this task today to give you a little presentation about how electronic witnessing can actually help you manage and improve the performance in your lab. For people who don't know what witnessing is, because I'm sure the embryologists in the room all know what it is, people who haven't been in a lab, witnessing is essential in IVF. It's been there since the beginning. It's there to stop us from doing mistakes, mistakes that can be very grave, when you then can lead to very bad things. The thing with manual witnessing is that it's susceptible to human nature. So loads of mistakes can happen because human error can get in there. Embryologists can be tired, can be distracted. There might be loads of work. There's repetition happening. So mistakes can happen with double witnessing when it's manual. When it's electronic, you take out the human factor. So it's more efficient, let's say, and more secure for clinics. How does it work? Basically, at the start of the treatment, patients are given a code, a unique code, and some fingerprints might be in there as well. And then after that, each dish and vial coming will carry that code along. So basically, when you go on a stage, which is has an antenna that reads the plates, it's remote, it's radio frequency. It will pick up the dishes and make sure that you're bringing on that stage, for example, the eggs and the sperm from the couple that you should be bringing together. Or you're moving embryos to the right culture dish. If by mistake you bring on the stage something that should not be there, so eggs from one patient and sperm from a different couple, then the system will freeze, will give you an audio and visual signal which sounds like nuclear attack happening. You cannot miss it. It stops everything until you resolve it. And at the end of the process, when you do an embryo transfer, you will check patient ID. They'll have their code. So when you bring a dish, that will match with the ID of the patient, and you're sure you're transferring the correct embryo to the correct patient. It's very easy to to integrate in your workflow. So you will just carry on doing the same things in the lab. They will just be digital as well, and time-stamped. Apart from all the tracking, it also does other things. It will track gametes and embryos through your cryostorage. You can save images and videos to the patient file. You can monitor consumables and associate them with patient cycles. This is very useful because, if suddenly a company tells you, oh, you know what, something was wrong with that batch of media, you don't have to go through all your paperwork to see, okay, who did I culture in that dodgy batch of media? Or who did I freeze with that dodgy batch of vitrification media? You can just tell the system to bring up all the patients, and that's it. You can configure it in many ways. to save all sorts of data. Importantly now, the latest thing is the IQ element, about which we're going to talk later. So KPIs, quality management, it's integral part of lab management. In order to ensure you have a robust quality management system, you must be able to set and assess a number of KPIs. So this way you can set your minimum standards, you can measure your performance and work towards improving that performance and the quality of your service. There's loads of things out there about KPIs, Vienna Consensus, Maribor, Alpha, there's all sorts of publications out there, but basically they're split in three categories. You have your structure-related KPIs, where you measure the quality of the setting in which treatment takes place, just to make sure you have enough equipment and staff for optimal function. You have your process-related KPIs, which measure how well the lab works, essentially. If you're efficient, if you're timely and safe. And then you have finally your outcome-related KPIs, which most of us know. You know, your usual fertilization rates, implantation rates, clinical pregnancy rates, etc., which are looking the quality of essentially your professionals and your facilities. How can we use now our eyewitness to monitor lab performance? Apart from pulling out data, because essentially the system puts a timestamp on all your processes. So you can measure how long things take to happen. There is the IQ solution, which is cloud-based system and analyzes all the data that you collect by the system. And it allows automated tracking, real-time monitoring within one or more clinics, if you have more than one clinic. And it will produce loads of metrics that will assist you with lab management. So, for example, procedure time by location, where it shows you where the lab work or admin work is being completed. It will allow you to see imbalances in equipment use or bias use. It can highlight difficult to use setups or areas where training might be necessary for equipment. You have average procedure time by operator, where you can see procedure duration for each person, see if they're efficient, if they need support in doing things better. So, yeah, it's the other bit you also get is all the witness data, which shows you how many mismatches, this is very important, how many mismatch events or administrative events is when you actually have to say why did the mismatch happen, explain it on the system so you can move forward. And essentially it provides an insight into lab performance, and it gives you attention, makes you be more attentive with procedures, and makes you optimize your lab protocols, make sure they are followed. The nice thing with the system is that it's customizable. So this dashboard, you can choose what you see. And it provides all this information quickly and easily. There's no administrative burden there. So, for example, one of the things that you can do is quite important, I think. It's for the embryologists to assess operator skill and competency. You can see how many procedures they do, how long they take. They can use, the embryologists themselves can pull out the data from the system and use it to gain certification, or if they're being audited by whoever, they can pull the data and say that that's our training. You can connect their performance to the KPIs, see, maybe someone has been doing something wrong, and that's why that's been affecting the KPIs, and it's all automated. There's no manual work there. Or you can look at processes. So, for example, oocyte pickups. You could tell the system to measure how long the average time, for example, in the last 90 days, let's say, like this example shows, and tell you, okay, it's been taking you 18 minutes to do, in average, an egg collection, and that's 15% longer than it took you the previous 90 days. And so you can start asking questions. Why is this happening? Is it maybe because I have new doctors training? Is it because embryologists are also training in egg collections? Is it because the oocyte pickups were more challenging during that period? So it makes you think, why are these things happening? Or you can monitor equipment. Again, you can also look at where things are happening. Are you balancing the workload evenly across your workstations, your work areas? Is your capacity, your current capacity, able to support your growth? You can use that data to actually build a business case to convince the higher echelons above you that, you know what, we need a new ICSI rig, for example. So, because look, it's taking forever to do ICSIs on just the two we have. And there are publications, there's many publications out there, because RI system has been active, I think, since 2007, yeah, great. So through all these years, loads of people have analyzed their data, and they've shown all sorts of things, how useful it is, etc. This is one of the latest papers that came out, where this big clinic in Australia, they looked at data between 2016 and 2023. And quite interestingly, they showed that embryologists will tend to have mismatches or critical mismatches during between 12 to 2, you have like more mismatch events, which are not the serious ones. It's like lack of attention. It's like, basically, I'm very hungry. I haven't had a break all morning. Can I have a banana, please, to carry on with ICSIs? But then again, you reach 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you start seeing an increase in critical mismatches, which is, oh, I brought the wrong embryo to the transfer area, or I brought the wrong eggs and sperm on the stage to work with. And these tend to happen much later, the serious ones, but you can see patterns there. You can see that you look at that and you're thinking, well, probably they need a break somewhere there, or should I start implementing a shift schedule where some people will come later at work, so that you can avoid these sort of scenarios. They even looked deeper into this data, and they showed that, surprisingly, loads of mismatches, the simple ones, were actually from the senior embryologists. You wouldn't expect that, but if you think back at it, it's usually the senior embryologists who are multitasking inside the lab. So they're being called from one place to the other all the time to tackle difficult things, or being asked something. So they might actually be more absent-minded a little bit sometimes. But yeah, typically the critical mismatches, they are connected with embryologists who have less experience in a lab. But yeah, all in all, basically different KPIs. You need to be able to measure them to ensure you have a good quality management system, improve your service. And the RI witness system, it's good because it passively monitors everything and follows everything, and the witness IQ system can pull out all the data and just give it to you in a way that you can interpret and hopefully use to improve your service. So don't say you're too busy to take it in your clinic. It can really help you. I'm sure people who have it can tell you that's true. And that's my bibliography, and that's me. So thank you very much. I'm gonna now leave the stage to someone who has a proper British accent.